Hey, yo, we just got done witnessing S.K.I.P's CD release party for what's the CD got?
Until the very end.
Until the very end. Yo, how did you come about this very, very musical style that you utilize inside of your music, man? I don't want to keep you too long, so I mean, like...
No. I was actually a trained musician my whole life. Like middle school, high school marching band. I was actually a music performance major in college, and this album has been kind of a development of Smallburger's style as a producer, my style as an instrumentalist and musician, and we kind of stumbled across this new way of making stuff, and yeah, it's really settled in.
Dude, it's fucking badass.
Thank you very much.
It's very, very badass. Now, what has been the hardest challenge in trying to approach this album release, man?
Not having any money.
Right there. I feel you that 100.
Yeah, no, I mean, like if it wasn't for the Kickstarter project that people helped support us to print out the album and the comic books and everything like that, like there'd be no way. I mean, this probably would have been another year before this album came out. But their support and their love, like really, like was what that driving force was that we needed in order to wrap this up, get it out there. So
now, do you drive when you do your lyrics, man? Do you drive more? Do you normally try to do more like braggadocio? And I know what you're talking. And I know you don't, but I want to see the answer for this. But braggadocio, or do you try to draw from like a self place? And like, if that being the case, like what happened? I mean, were you ever into that braggadocio form of rapping? Because I know that's how a lot of MCs present themselves.
When I first started off doing hip hop, this was before I even met Swamp and stuff like that. I did that because I thought that was what was expected. But it didn't take very long. I'm not that kind of person. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of my music when I first started off was actually very kind of like introspective and kind of like talking about things that I had to overcome growing up and all kind of stuff like that, and as a means to be able to vent and express myself. And then as time progressed from there, like with this album especially, was something that I wanted to tell a story that it wasn't from an angry place. It was a place of love, and so I created these characters and told this story, and it has a really interesting backdrop of war and all this kind of crazy stuff. But really, when you get down to it, the whole album is a character piece about the lives of these everyday people put in extraordinary circumstances, and how it is that they dealt with the hand that they were given, and what it is the situations that they were pushed into.
Well,
excuse me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, bud, what's wrong?
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We've had Skip. He did a fucking kick-ass show this evening. If you have a chance, you absolutely need to pick up The End Is Near. It's an incredible, incredible album. Maybe we'll be able to get him to sing one more piece about where you can get the album. And Skip, you want to say your final buys, man, where you can get the album website?
Yes, go to skiptheartist.com and you can get redirected there. We have the album, the 3-part comic book series that introduces the characters and stories from the album. And you can go to facebook.com/skiptheartist, all one word, and keep in contact with me there and learn more about what it is that we're doing. If people check it out and they like it, I'd love their support, and there's going to be a lot more to come. There's going to be TV shows and children's book, and eventually the whole story is going to be adapted into a movie. So if you're into stuff like that, and you want to help us, keep pushing us, like let someone know about what it is that they're doing. If you don't like the music, that's cool. I appreciate you watching this video. But if you do like it, support it, buy an album, buy some comic books, and bring your friend to the show.
Amen. Yo, straight up. Biggest thing about this whole thing is it's all about everybody out there. Everybody does music, everybody's an artist, everybody takes pictures, and that's cool. But other people do too. You've got to be a fan of things. You've got to really appreciate what other people do too, and take time out to do that. And listen, be a fan. And you'll see. I mean, I do my music. I'm Saint Tala, and behind the camera we got Robzilla, but you really got to try and be a fan first. And so that's why we're trying to post this stuff, to encourage people to say, hey, you know what? My neighbors are pretty fucking dope. And my neighbor Skip is a pretty fucking dope artist. So, that said, Smack Pandas Club Seals, go BP.